Alright, this one's for the boys, so if you're not a boy, just keep scrolling. Today, I'm going to expose the most toxic things that girls do. Do I feel guilty going against the girls with this one? No, I feel like it's common knowledge and you have a right to know. Alright, let's get right into it. Number 1, and I feel like no guys know about this, and some girls don't even know about it because they don't do it, but if a girl opens her Snapchat, and she has the same emoji next to a bunch of guys' names, it is basically her, key to let her know that those are the hot guys. So when she sees that a guy with that emoji snapped her, she'll make an effort to snap him back because she thinks he's hot. Alright, next one. A lot of girls out there care about height. However, a lot of girls find it awkward to be like, hey, how tall are you? If it's over Snapchat. So instead of directly asking you, they will go to your team's roster of whatever sport you play, and then they'll check there how tall you are. Fall for part 2.
Happened to men being the pursuers.
Y'all asked for the sequel, so here it is. Why men aren't pursuing women, part 2.
But women are the prize because women, they got a pussy, you know what I mean? Pussy makes the world go round.
A compliment from a man means literally nothing, but a compliment from a woman. Now that's something.
I'm taken, and I still love to go shake my ass at a bar with my friends. So
Hate the attention, but then when I feel unattractive and I don't get the attention, it's like, I don't love that either.
So men are down here and women are up here.
Okay, so are women equal to men or are women superior to men?
Superior.
Okay. When it comes to dating and relationships, who is typically seen as the prize, the man or the woman?
Yeah, the woman.
Okay, so if the woman is the prize, why even bother going out with a man in the first place?
I don't know.
That's a great question.
Ladies, if he says he's got no hope, that means nobody wants him, so you shouldn't either.
Men think that they are the shit. Why do men think that they have to take money, or why do men think that women have to do cooking, cleaning, all that stuff, and all they do is go to work?
We control the world.
Okay. So if women control the world, why do so many people think it's a man's world?
How likely are women willing to accept men for just the way they are?
Not very likely.
We want things, and we're not going to tell you what we want.
Why would you do that?
Because for the sake of being complicated.
So, what kind of effort do you make? What do you do?
I mean, obviously, if I like someone I know I'm going to be seeing them, then I'll, put my makeup on and do my hair better than normal.
50% of adults in the United States are single. I wonder why that is.
There are a lot of cool men out here. I love the president. Let's give it up for the brothers. There's a lot of cool men out here. For the men out here. I love the president's speech saying you're looking at a feminist. What can men do leaving here? Be better. Be better at everything.
Men are taught that they have to make women happy. The fact of the matter is, you can't make anybody happy. You have to make yourself happy. Happiness is a byproduct of achievement. So for women to say that they're unhappy, it's their own fault. Anybody who says he's unhappy, it's his own fault. Everybody has to make himself or herself happy.
You're giving me such a bloody headache.
Yeah, I mean, where are you from? Where are you from? Dear Lord, I would never in a million years teach my girls that they have to grow up to be reliant on a man, as you can well imagine. I would never teach my son that he should be attracted.
But Tracy, you're the same one. You're the same one who brags that she's so strong and so tough and doesn't need a man's money. Yet you're taking alimony.
City boy, city boy.
Got him. We fucking got him.
That's why it's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Welcome, my friends. My name's Antoine Phoenix, and this is my RP experience. Peace and love to all my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and also comment below and tell me what you think of this video. I don't always say this. I can always tell that I'm getting a certain amount of people viewing the video, but it's not a large number, because when you get a large number, that's when you definitely start getting comments below. But as long as I can give some of you some knowledge or either another perspective of how to view things, I'm happy to do that. Today's video is, let's talk about paternity fraud. And another reason why body count is a factor. But I'm not using it in the way of how some men will use it to demean women. Okay? Because we're all human beings and we're all going to experiment and make mistakes and things like that. But as a man, I have to be definitely cautious of a woman that likes hopping in the sack with a bunch of dudes. Now, I say before with me, is more of a thing of her history, her sexual history. Like, was she at a job and hooked up with 3 or 5 guys that worked there? I was at a job that one time a woman dated the cook and 2 of the servers in there. And she was my type. But because she had such a monkey branch thing going on in there, I didn't really want no part of that. But she was a cool individual. But I think having that knowledge that she probably would cheat on a dude that she's with once she's unsatisfied, once things not going away. And of course, the dude could be a bad guy. But and some women will use this thing of they made mistakes when they was younger, messing with bad dudes, and then they figured it out. But how many times does it take you to figure something out? Usually, I learn from my first mistake, or I learn from other people around me. The mistakes that they make, I do not make. So, if a woman keeps dating the same type of dude again and again, I have to assume that she likes it. And then eventually she gets bored, and then maybe what she learns is she can't get that guy to marry her. Okay, that's maybe the thing that the light bulb goes off. But then she reaches for a guy that's not her type and she gets married to. And this is the only thing sometimes I believe is bad if a woman has a high body count. Because if you're with her and for some reason you're not satisfying her sexually, or she has some men of the past that she can't resist or something, you could get into a paternity fraud situation that you don't know if the kids is yours. So I think in a way, it should be mandatory DNA testing. See, I'm one of the few in this space on the men's side that I do believe in freedom of choice. I know a lot of women don't like that abortion law thing that has been passed. Okay, I get that. She should be able to abort the baby. But I also think men should have a certain type of right too, since we get screwed with the child support, the divorce laws, and basically the child support thing too. Because what if the dude did not want a kid? Yes, he did do the act, but what if he didn't want a kid? So I have a bill that I'm going to share right now that's going to cover that. And I'm going to let that thing play completely through because I already had the long intro. And I'll use that intro when it's definitely something that I'm not trying to understand the other side, because I'm mad. I'm mad, and I'm kind of pissed off with how a lot of women are getting over in this situation. So let's go.
Are you kidding me? Now all of this financial burden with my children is on me?
I just want you to know that I know Nevaeh is not mine.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. You are shaking.
I know.
I feel your nervousness from here. Are you okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm perfect.
Okay.
I just want to get it out there. I want to know the truth. She deserves it. She deserves everything.
In the case of Benning versus Bodine, when it comes to 23-month-old Robin Benning. It has been determined by this court. Mr. Benning, you are not the father.
Wow.
I'm very sorry.
It doesn't matter. I'm still going to be there.
Mr. Benning, what are your hopes?
I hope Jermaine's mine. I really do. It'd be good to know at least one of my kids is mine. Yeah. I'm looking forward to spending all the time I can with him.
All right. Well, let's get these results. In the case of Benning versus Bodine, when it comes to 6-month-old Jermaine Benning Jr., it has been determined by this court. Mr. Benning, you are not the father.
What the?
Oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Benning.
I got cribs and playpens and toys, and I've done everything that I do, and...
Ms. Bodine, do you know who Jermaine Jr.'s father is?
No, Your Honor. I didn't know that was going to come out like that.
You know, I've just come out of a marriage, and my life is really just all over the place, and it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot for me, so it'd be a lot for a potential partner to have to deal with me. And I mean, like, I literally think that last week I've had some sort of mental breakdown, but I'm fine again now.
DeKalb County man claims a major triumph in his 3-year quest to protect men from paying child support for children they didn't father. Last year, he helped change Georgia law, and today his work was put to the test with his own future on the line. Fox 5's Lisa Crane has the story.
The first case is Tony Odom versus Carnell Smith.
But it was a case that didn't make it into open court. After years of fighting, a judge today ruled Carnell Smith was not responsible to pay child support to a child he did not father. Almost 3 years ago, a DNA test proved that the then 11-year-old girl he had thought was his own was not his child. But in Georgia, that didn't mean the end of his own obligation to financially support that child. Smith turned his case into a crusade and helped shape paternity fraud legislation that passed last year. Today, his case was the first to test the new law, and in chambers, the judge terminated his parental rights and obligations.
I feel this is a major victory for defrauded victims everywhere.
There were a lot of people watching this case, like Reverend Randall Robinson. Through DNA testing, he discovered that some of the children he had always thought were his own weren't.
In a previous marriage, and 2 out of the 3 children are not mine. At that time, I still was ordered by the court to pay child support.
And this is the first real test of this new legislation, but it appears right now that even after a man proves he is not the biological father, he must still come to court to end his child support obligation. Smith says there's still work to be done in Georgia.
We're going to ask that there be a truth in pregnancy disclosure, that we believe that mothers who know there's more than one person that could be the child's father should be required to make that declaration before the court in the very first hearing.
In DeKalb County, Lisa Crane, Fox 5 News.
Carnell Smith is also working on similar legislation in more than 20 other states and in several other countries. He says he would still like to have contact with the now 14-year-old girl he thought was his daughter, but he says that's up to her mother.
Ready for the big meeting?
I have to write this project plan.
I just need to reply to 40 emails.
Every day, your team gets sucked into endless writing tasks, and every day, hours disappear for everyone.
Are you kidding me? my children is on me?
What?
This is not fair.
When a man shows you who he is, you have to believe him. When anybody shows you who they are, you have to believe them.
Like he doesn't have to pay nothing of it? Nothing?
That's the that comes with being a woman that is so ride or die about love.
Crap, this is up.
Ladies and gentlemen, learn your partner before you jump ahead and fall in love with the words and all of that stuff that make up this fairy tale. Because when no one's looking, that's when everything just goes left.
Financially, the kids are my responsibility. I have primary custody of them.
Damn.
But I'm strong. And I'm here. I will always believe in love. Love is real. But I'm going to take time to love on me and pour on me. And I want to learn this new woman that I am. This woman that has learned to emotionally be in control.
Ms. Laura?
Yes, ma'am.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I'm trying to get my baby back.
Okay.
I have 2 babies.
Okay.
And I just had another baby with my boy. He's not my boyfriend anymore, but he hit my first baby, so Houston got to take him, and I want him back because I'm not with that boyfriend anymore.
So Houston took the baby, or you lost the baby?
Either way, Houston has the baby, and I want it back.
No, it's not either way. It's you lost the baby. So did somebody intervene and take the baby away from you? And
yes, ma'am. They took the baby and gave him to Houston.
Okay.
And I want him back.
Okay. And you have a new baby with your ex-boyfriend?
Not ex-boyfriend, ex-boyfriend.
So you guys are no longer together?
Correct, ma'am.
How old is this new baby?
How old's the new baby?
Yes.
Like 8 months.
And you're done with him after 8 months?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I was done with him like 10 months ago. The baby's 8 months.
Oh, okay. So before the baby was born?
Yes, ma'am.
Did he come to the birth of the child?
No. I didn't want him around.
Oh, okay. All right. So you now want to get custody back from him?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
From Houston.
Who does the baby live with?
Me.
The baby? No, my baby lives with me.
No, not your child. How many children do you all have between you?
Just one.
Just one. And the child lives with him?
Yes, ma'am.
And you want the baby back?
Yes, ma'am.
How long has the baby lived with you?
The baby? It's been living the whole time.
Oh, okay. And how old is this child?
5.
5. Oh. And you expect to get child support?
Yes, ma'am.
And the child has been living with him for almost...
I'm leaving at...
It's a boy or girl?
Boy.
His whole life?
Yes, ma'am. Well, when I get my baby back, I want child support, yeah. He makes way more money than I do. I want my baby back and I want child support.
I'm sorry, you have to excuse me because nothing you're saying is making sense right now. You came to court to ask me to give a child back to you that was taken from you, that's 5 years old, that's pretty much lived with this man the entire time that he has been taken care of.
They took my baby away because my ex-boyfriend is an abuser and I'm not with him anymore, so I want my baby back.
Right, but the child hasn't been living with you. The child has been living with him.
Yeah, because of my ex, and I'm not with my ex anymore.
Yeah, so no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. He would literally have to have given you the child back. And then you come in here, after you've been having the child for some time, then you come in here and say, Judge, I want this to be changed. I've been having the child this entire time. I want him to pay child support. That would be a little bit more reasonable. But what you're asking for today is very unreasonable.
Okay, well, give me my baby back, and then I'll come back in a while and ask for child support.
Well, I can't give you your baby back because I never took your baby. Okay? Actually, nobody really took your baby. You lost your baby for your own negligence with your ex-boyfriend. That has nothing to do with me. Okay? Now, fill me in over here. The baby was placed with you after the boyfriend hit the baby?
Yep.
And he's been living with you ever since then.
Yep.
You've been taking care of him.
Mm-hmm.
You pay for everything for the child.
Everything.
What does she do?
I visit.
She visits unsupervised.
Okay, congratulations. Financially, what does she do?
Financially?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, that's what I figured. Okay, I see what's going on here. Yeah, and I'm not about to play this game with you. You're the one that's going to pay him child support today.
What?
Yeah, you are.
He makes like 3 times as much money as I do. I have to give him my money?
It's for the child, so yes, you do. You do. But the good thing is based on your income. You'll get credit for the other child that your 8-month-old, you'll get credit for that child. But yes, you are going to pay him child support. That's just the right thing to do. It's one child between the two of you, okay? And health insurance, I'm assuming you pay it.
Yes.
How much is it?
$66 a month.
$66.
I get it through my employer, so.
Huh?
I get it through my employer.
Okay, gotcha. And how much do you make a year?
$38,000.
$38,000. So I have your gross coming out to $3,200. That brings your net to $2,648.01. Giving you credit for the other child that you have. Your child support obligation comes out to $423.69 plus the $66 you're going to reimburse him for health insurance every month. So 66 added to $463.69 is $489.69.
$489.69?
Did you need me to repeat it?
I'm asking you, $489. I have to give him almost $500 a month?
Yeah, that's how it works. Did you really think that I was going to have him pay you child support?
No, I just wanted my baby.
Oh, okay. So your first answer was no. So then you understand exactly why you have to pay child support. Is there anything else?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Is there any?
She wants her baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, barbecue ribs. I could not do that song exactly right. Now, this right here is a plain Jane. No makeup. She's not done up. Okay? I can't see her body shape. But she was able to bag 2 guys and get babies out of them. So she's okay. But she's not a model, swimsuit model or anything like that. But yet, she is trying to get over. And this is where guys, I believe Coach Greg Adams say, the plain Janes are the ones that really try to get you in the family court system. Okay, full screen. I'm not going to make this long. You saw all the different types of women that will try to use the family court system against a dude, that will take advantage of a good or decent dude. Okay, you had one woman that was heavyset. You had one woman that was dialed up. You had a plain Jane. Now, the video, I forget. I got this video from a creator called Horizon. I believe that's the name of the creator. Now, he threw something in there with an old woman that got divorced. I don't know her circumstances. Maybe the guy was abusive. Maybe they just grew apart or something. She didn't seem toxic. So that one looked a little bit out of the ordinary. I almost considered cutting that particular video out because what does it have to do with paternity fraud? But and even the one, okay, this is another angle to look at it. So not only do you have to worry about women having kids with other men and pinning it on you, this is why I do believe in mandatory DNA testing from now on. Okay, especially for women that's arguing that my body, my choice about abortion, and I'm kind of with you with that. The only thing, the only thing is, it took two people to make the baby, so they should make the decision together, even though the woman's body is going to do the brunt of the work of nurturing and birthing that kid. So I do think she should be able to overrule the guy if she don't want the baby. But if she wants the baby and he does not want the baby, I almost think that he should be able to either get out of it, of not paying for the baby, not if they're married though, but what if they have a one night stand or something and he happens to be a celebrity, or she think that he has a decent amount of money, and then she's going to say, oh, I'm going to keep the baby. Okay, then he's shackled with that woman for life. Now of course he should have, now I'm taking accountability on the man's side, he should have had foresight of not just jumping in the sack with the woman, not knowing what she might be capable of, not just that she seemed to be a good time for a good night, for one night, and then end up being a lifelong nightmare. But because men have no choice here, in a way, I don't feel sorry of how they made the abortion law thing, because men get screwed anyway. But if they're going to change it, there's mandatory DNA testing, that women can't just be a bad human being, bad mom, lose the kid. And this is why I believe white dudes are better at that, especially than black dudes, of getting that baby from that woman, especially if she's an unfit mom, getting the baby and having that woman pay child support. And women don't like being on the other end of that. But hey, when you have a kid, you have to give up certain things. Now, I'm not against paying child support because I want to provide for my daughter the best that I can. The thing is, though, even to this day, I often feel like I had a kid with the wrong person, and it may hurt that person's feelings, but look, I remember everything that she said and did up to even though she's being nice now, I still remember the things that she did. Now I remember the good times, but once she went into the left field and started being toxic, saying things I'm not even going to repeat here, but I remember what she said. I'm like, damn, I'm chained with this woman for life. Well, at least 18 years to the kid is out of the way. And even then, because the kid is like the anchor, I'm still going to be forced to either deal with or have dealings with that woman. I say the word twice. That is it. Give me a like and subscribe. Men, I will say, definitely watch the woman that you marry, but for the love of God, be careful of the woman that you have kids with. Because if you do it with the wrong one, you're going to regret it for the rest of your life. It has me to the point now that I don't want no kids no more. So whenever women say this thing about, oh, we had a kid, I don't want one. Okay, I don't want to be chained to you, since you can up and leave and change your mind one day, or either just start acting funky because you have a leg up in the relationship because the kid gives you leverage. It's along with marriage. So since I can't really trust women, well, the women that I tend to meet, I'm pretty sure there's good women out there. But since I can't seem to meet the right woman that won't start acting funky like a donkey, then I'm just totally just concentrating on me, concentrating on getting my money up, and eventually traveling. Have met one now that's talking to me, but once again, I have to see where that goes. So, until next time, and if I didn't say, give me a like and subscribe. Have a good day, and comment below on this video.
What is most revolting to a man is a woman who has slept with many men, and rather than repenting of those ways, instead has this attitude about it.
Why do you think men care about a woman's body count?
Do you? People actually care about that?
Men in general.
If a man is asking my body count, he can get. If a man is ever asking you about your body count, you're talking to the wrong man, and he can get. Like, that's so stupid. Yep.
If she has a habit of jumping into bed with every other guy she meets, then he's going to worry that this habit of following her carnal desires above all will increase the likelihood that she'll continue in that behavior even after making a commitment to him. A man wants to be able to say about his woman that it is unimaginable that she would jump into bed with some random guy she meets at the gym or whatever. Like, even if she was single, she wouldn't do that. That's what a man wants to be able to say. But if the man knows that if she was single, she would do that, then the man will worry, justifiably so, that she will do that even when she's not single.
Dirty word. Your ego has driven you out of truth. You only played yourself, got no game.